Yeah. Coast to coast. Preps. Yeah. 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 Coast to coast. We run it. Run it. Grassroots Report. Yeah, we on it. On it. Every week, new names. Who coming? Who coming? Next up, stars. Yeah, we spot them. No front. On it. From the east to the west, we tap in. Top teams going up, who winning? Young hoopers in they bag, no limit. We call it how it is, no gimmicks. Break it down, rankings who high right now, who running they city, who holding it down from the circuit of gyms, and we everywhere. If you cooking, best believe we aware. Tap in. Coast to coast preps. Let's go.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Excited to be back with you guys. A lot of fun. Had a great weekend. Been a lot going on. But happy to be back into episode 6. We're in episode 6 here this weekend. From this weekend, we're going to be talking about the Nike Junior EYBL West session. For me, I was really excited because I really feel like it's an important thing for us to make sure that we give the respect and attention that it deserves to the West Coast. We spend a lot of time, Midwest, Southwest, Northeast, and Southeast, but the West Coast is important. So being able to have this time and give this time for me to be able to be there in person to get a chance to see a lot of those teams was really important for me. I learned a ton from it. It was really helpful. So that's gonna really be kind of like the highlight of this weekend is just really talking about some of the things that I got a chance to really get eyes on and see, in the West region. Before we jump in again, guys, please take time, like and subscribe. We want to get this content out here to give you guys more exposure, get more eyes on them. When you subscribe, it allows you to be notified when we put new content out there to give you opportunity to see it as soon as you can. Again, the likes just spread it out there. So when we're talking about you guys, it allows it to get out there and get a lot of eyes on it and give you guys a lot of coverage. So please take that time to like and subscribe. As we start things off now, we're gonna jump into just kind of talking about it. Uh, the national camp is here, guys. It's right around the corner. Again, June 13th, it'll be here. We got we already got a lot of teams, a lot of players, as you can see, registered. High level players, elite players nationally. It's an event that you don't want to miss, guys, because again, we get that question all the time. How do I get ranked? What is your process about getting ranked? And the easiest way that I can explain this to y'all and tell you is this is the best environment to give you an accurate and honest evaluation. At our camps, we're gonna have multiple evaluators, not just myself watching all of the games, but not just the games. We're putting y'all in environments that allow us to get accurate evaluations. Example, excuse me, we're gonna have a lot of one-on-one situations, a lot of three-on-three situations, and of course 5-on-5 situations. But everything in our camp revolves around competition and competing. This isn't just a fun play around, no defense type of environment. Everything that we're doing is predicated on competing and showing us what we need to see to give you an accurate evaluation because that's what matters for us, getting an accurate evaluation. So, again, if you look, as you can see with our registered list, all of these players are registered already for camp, locked in. You still have about 3 weeks to register. But again, register ASAP because we're not going to go overboard with our with the amount of people that we have because we want to make sure that we give everybody the attention and the looks that they need. So we're not going to overflow. When we sell out, We're not going over it because that wouldn't be fair to the people that registered. So again, don't wait. Register now. These next 2 weeks, if you don't register within these next 2 weeks, I can pretty much guarantee you're probably not going to get into camp because we're going to be at max capacity by then. So take your time, take your time and look through it in a couple of days. But if you don't register ASAP, it's going to be gone. And I don't want y'all to miss out on that opportunity. So again, June 13th is going to be a special event. Make sure you take the time to register if you've gotten your invite. If you haven't got an invite, reach out to us on our Instagram, coasttocoastpreps.com. We'll try to see if we have the ability to be able to get you an invite. So yeah, look for that. Uh, Kind of going forward on the next thing, we're gonna just revisit and talk about our tour, where we're gonna be coming in the next week. Next weekend, we got a lot of things going on. We'll have UA Futures Regional in Michigan. We'll have coverage there. We'll have coverage at the Northeast Regional and Philadelphia. And we'll also have coverage in Kansas City at the Southwest Nike Regional. So we'll have two Nike events and the Under Armour UA Future event that we'll be having coverage at. Again, we're out there, guys. We're putting a lot out there. Take time, check the website, like you can see up at the top here, www.coasttocoastpreps.com. Check. We put all of articles out from the weekend, but we're constantly adding articles now. We're starting to inundate it with a lot more content to be able to give you guys a lot of information about what's going on in the space. Again, we're expanding and doing a lot of great things. Uh, so again, check that website out. It's not just, even though I know y'all care about the rankings, we got a lot more when it comes to articles and stuff that are coming out that are going into the website. So take that time, when you can to check that out. Take that time to check that out. Okay, so the way we've been doing it lately is the way we're going to do it now. We're going to hop in and have that conversation about, you know, uh, just about, my bad here. Let me pause that. We're going to have that conversation about, about what's going on in the space. And I'm also going to give you guys opportunity in the chat just to check in and talk about and we can kind of address any topics that you guys want to. Because again, we really want this to be an interactive podcast. That's why we do it live, so y'all can give y'all input, engage, be involved in the whole process. So, that's what we do this for. The biggest thing is, man, again, being in the West Coast, I had a lot of good conversations with a lot of parents and coaches about what we do and the way we do it. And, we hear a lot of things, because we listen and we pay attention, because if you want to grow, you have to pay attention to what's going on and what's the word and what people are saying. I understand that there's a lot of conversation with people talking about, you shouldn't be ranking guys in middle school, and y'all shouldn't be hyping up these kids at such a young age, and it's not good. They're going to burn out. I want to explain to a lot of y'all that might have that opinion and that view. One, I completely understand if that's your opinion, that's your view. My experience and the work that I've done traveling around the country every weekend, uh, I consistently have conversations with parents that tell me, thank you for the coverage and thank you for the exposure that you're providing for my kid, because when they see their name in these rankings, when they see their names in these articles, when they see their name in these Instagram posts and things like that, it's confirmation for them that they're doing well and they're on the right track. And a lot of them, they talk to me. I had a lot of conversations this weekend about how they tell me how when they see their names, it's almost reassurance for them that they're doing a good job and that they're on the right track, and to get in the gym and keep working. They tell me I had like 3 or 4 parents told me, like, man, We saw my son saw the evaluation that you did of him, and he wanted to go immediately go in the gym and get to work because it encouraged him and it showed him that what he's doing um, is providing results and it's being noticed and it's being recognized. That's what it's about for us, and that's what we do. We provide this coverage, we provide these rankings, be able to give these kids the encouragement to let them know that hey, you're on the right track. Hey, you're doing a good job, but keep working because I've talked about this over the last few years, and I'm gonna continue to reiterate it. Yes, rankings do not matter in middle school when you look at the grand scheme, but the reason that we do them is because it's important for players, coaches to know, like, okay, who's performing at a high level around the country. Let's go find those matchups, whether it's a team or player that's playing at a high level, and let's go match up with them. Let's see where we stack up. Let's see if we're as good as we think we are. If we're not, let's get in the gym and let's work on the things that we need to work on to get better. All of those different things. That's what this is about. Of course, we have different event directors that look at our rankings, team and player, and they use them to kind of do their seedings for their tournaments and other events. We have national scouts that use our look at our rankings. We have agents that look at our rankings. Um, but at the end of the day, what it's about for us is we're breaking down players and teams so you guys can go and find out how you stack up and measure against them. It's a measuring stick. And it's also respect and it's a salute to the players and the teams that are doing a good job that we've seen and recognizing them for that. But again, if you've watched us over these years and you paid attention, you'll know there's no bias in what we do. If we sit down and we watch your games and you perform at a high level, you're gonna earn that recognition. You're gonna earn that spotlight. You're gonna earn that ranking that you get. There's no favoritism involved in what we do because it undermines the credibility. So that's what our word of the day is for this week. I want to open up the floor now for everybody that's in the chat. If you guys have anything that y'all want me to touch on or talk about before we start jumping into the top teams, I'll give you guys a minute to kind of put it in. Just type it into the chat. Let me know, and we'll kind of go through them as we go. But we want to give y'all that voice and that time to be heard. So let me know. Okay. Like we said before, like we always say, I try to do my best throughout the week to take time to check and look through the chat and see what you guys are talking about, to know what we have and what conversations kind of want to be had in the space. So yeah, even if you don't do it while it's live, if you're following and watching it back, and you just feel the urge to want to type something in the chat, it will get seen. So you can put that in anytime during the week if it comes across. I'll be happy to address it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to jump into um, feature five teams. All right. We're going to start off out the gate. Have to do it. Paul George Elite 2030. Um, this was my first time having that opportunity to watch them as a unit, and the first thing that stands out is they have elite size, athleticism, and toughness as a team, like in the country. Clearly, they're in that race for me for top five teams that are in the running to win Junior Peach Jam. I mean, they have everything that you're looking for. They have elite high level guard play. They have strong athletic wings that are explosive and aggressive. They have a good big that plays with a high motor and wants to do all of the dirty work that's needed for a team to be successful. They have good team chemistry. When you watch them play, you see great ball movement. You see them consistently working to find the open guy, make good plays, make the right plays. Defensively, they're flying all over the place um, as a cohesive unit and doing a great job. But they're very impressive. Uh, you can tell how well they're coached to getting them to buy in to what's required. And again, getting a chance to interact with them and talk to them, they enjoy playing with each other. They enjoy playing as a unit together. They enjoy being on the team with each other. I had an interview with Prince after one of the games. The whole team stood behind and watched the interview just to kind of laugh and mess with him, but also encourage him and support him and high five him. That kind of thing, when you see that, is one of the things that lets you know that a team is a real team, um, and they got an opportunity to win uh, anytime they play on the floor. Again, that's keeping in mind they're undefeated so far between the two regional stops and the super regional. So they're one of the few teams in the country that are undefeated. And when you watch them, when you see them, you completely understand why. So hats off to 2030 Paul George Elite. As we go forward, go next. Um, next team, uh, Oakland Soldiers Camo. They had a really good weekend, an undefeated weekend. Um, that was really productive and exciting to watch. The thing about it with the Oakland Soldiers team, since I saw them in Memphis, they've stood out as one of the more talented overall teams in the class nationally. They've had a couple of bumps in the road through different stops where they've lost a few games, but they definitely have the overall talent to where they're one of those. They're definitely for me one of those two or three national dark horse teams that could pop up, and if they're rolling, and win junior Peach Jam. They have elite play. If you've seen Yakai Craig play, if you've seen Logan Garner play, uh, they have shooting. They have tough physical bigs inside that compete and are skilled and play well. They have all of the pieces of what you need um, to make that push, and they had it on display this weekend, going undefeated in the regional stop. So they're definitely a team going into Junior Peach Jam that's probably going to be like a top 8 team expected, um, at worst. But with the ability at any moment when things come together, they can win. They can definitely win Junior Peach Jam. So hats off to them, and hats off for a great Vegas session by them. Going on and following 2030 Team Hustle, the House of Hustle. Uh, I really enjoy watching them this weekend just because when you watch them, you see the toughness. Like it jumps out when you watch it. They play hard. Uh, they play defense. They compete, and they just have a demeanor about them that's fun to watch. They want the smoke. They want a challenge. They want to prove themselves. They have that chip on their shoulder um, that they want to display, and they want to prove and show everybody how good they are. And them going undefeated in this session was a perfect indication of that. They were really good. Again, they have a really good balance of hard, tough guards that want to compete, that want to play. They got athletic wings and forwards that are versatile and can do everything that's needed on the floor. They're just a really quality team. And they're also one of them teams that they can be a dark horse. If you're not on your P's and Q's, no matter who you are and playing at your best, they will make you look bad. Um, and they kind of made that statement again this weekend with their performance in Vegas. Uh, really, you could see the coaching is really emphasizes toughness and uh, just playing hard and making winning plays. That's the biggest thing that stood out to me. So they earned this, and again, y'all know my theme with me with featuring anybody, players and teams, is heavily predicated on winning, and them going undefeated was definitely uh, made this an easy decision with choosing them for this one. Next in line, we're gonna move down. 2031 team determined. Listen, I've had a lot of conversations. I've gotten fussed at a lot on this space by different people about this team, and I've had the conversation from the beginning. It was the same that it is to this day. If they keep doing what they have had been doing, they were going to earn everything that they felt they should, and everybody um, kind of thought that they should. And I mean, they've done it, and they've done it. They've done it well. If anything, with this team, they show the resilience. They show the ability in clutch time to do whatever needs to be done to make winning plays. They have elite guards. Their two guards are two of probably one of the best guard combos in that 2031 class. They play well together. There's no selfishness. They have really good wing and forward play that are consistently willing to do whatever it is. Coach DT does a great job of taking egos out of it. They're going to do whatever they need to do, and every game it can be somebody else that's stepping up, making plays, doing what's necessary for them to win. They're going to win, and they've only won. They're undefeated in Memphis in the Super Regional, and they've been undefeated in both regional stops, and they've earned everything that they've gotten. You know, Coach will definitely be happy when his next rankings come around because I think he'll get what he feels that they deserve, but they've earned it. And hats off to them as a team, uh, just for constantly getting it done and making winning plays. So hats off to Team Determined, for their performance, not just this weekend, but overall of the stops so far. Next on the list, 2031 All George Elite. Um, again, had a great weekend, undefeated weekend. Really just getting it done. They have tough, skilled guards that have a tough mentality. Um, they have really good wings and forwards that are versatile, athletic, and skilled. Um, and it just gives them a really good balance, for a 2031 team that makes it hard for you to take anything away because if you try to take away one or two aspects of the game for them, they're gonna punish you in the ways that you think that they can't. They're very well balanced as a team, well coached. Again, if you're paying attention, that Paul George program as a whole has been doing a really good job, and this is a reflection. Um, they were really good this weekend, and dominant. So it's going to be fun seeing them at Junior Peach Jam. They're definitely going to be one of those top ones in the group. Expected to do big things coming up, and this is part of why the reason it's going to be such a fun time in Augusta. Getting a chance to see all of these top teams competing against each other to kind of just to one to get better, but to show how good they are. So again, hats off to Paul George Elite 2031. So following that up, there we go. There were our featured five teams. 2030, Paul George Elite. 2030, Oakland Soldiers, Camo. 2030, House of Hoops or Team Hoops. Excuse me, House of Hustle or Team Hustle. 2031, Team Determined. And 2031, Paul George Elite. Again, use this time. If anybody feels like in the chat, if anyone has any input or thoughts and feel like there's somebody that should get some recognition team wise that I did mention, I will give you all the space. Put them down. Let's talk about it. Let me know. Put it in the chat. Let me know. Again, y'all know me, guys. I want to interact with you guys. Okay. Like we said, y'all know I'll be looking back at this. Um, I'll be looking back at this and going through. So if y'all ever want to write anything, you know, we'll definitely do it. Kelly, Fanika, I got you. That's gonna be we're about to address that coming up pretty soon, and in our top players. Uh, so be looking for that. Um, let's see. Darren Lewis says determined, complex, been pretty consistent for some time now. Very true. They have. They've been very consistent, man, and that's what it comes down to. You kind of have to build a culture to be successful, and they've done a great job as a program of doing that. So hats off to them. Salute to them. Okay, like I said, if y'all want to put something in the chat, I'll come back, look at it, give it some looks whenever y'all do get time to check it out. But yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to to feature five teams. I mean, excuse me, feature five players out the gate. 2030, Prince Outler. Uh, this was honestly, the first time that I've had a lot of time to get a chance to really evaluate him for a whole event and watch him. And he's extremely impressive, man. Elite size for a guard at 6'4". You can look in the video and you can see his physicality and his frame. It allows him the ability to impact the game in any way that he wants to, whether it's using his skill from the perimeter, whether it's attacking the basket, getting in there and rebounding, whether it's using his elite athleticism to play above the rim. He also gets in there and does a great job offensive rebounding and putting back, being physical. He's just a well-rounded guard that really, for me, has moved up the list for me, getting a chance to see him and watch him play like this. But it was very impressive. And it's not just of what he does and how he does, but he makes winning plays for a winning basketball team. That's the biggest indicator, because a lot of coaches in high school, a lot of coaches in college, they won't find, talent is good, but they want to find players that impact winning. And he does a good job of doing whatever he needs to do to impact winning. So that's off to him. Great weekend. Gonna be fun seeing you at Junior Peach Jam. Next up, 2030, Logan Gardner. Logan, I've had a chance to watch Logan a lot over the last few years. First, getting a chance to see him, I believe it was 2 years ago at Ballin' on the Beach, and been really excited to follow him since. And it's fun to watch. He fits a similar mold with having elite size at 6'4", being extremely athletic, playing above the rim, as you can see in the video. Um, Physical, embraces contact, creates contact, finishes through contact, has the skill set to keep defenses off balance by being able to knock down the three, as well as get to the mid range and strongly get to the basket. Good enough handles to where he can get wherever he wants, whenever he wants. just a real high level guard in this 2030 class, and he's a difference maker. Again, this weekend, he was a big reason that the Oakland Soldiers camo team went undefeated. And again, it's going to be fun to continue to watch him and to see his growth coming into to Junior Beach Jam. So hats off, to Logan, and I look forward to continuing to watch and see you perform. Next on the list, 2030, MJ Bain. MJ was really impressive for me this weekend. He's another player that I've seen a number of times over the last few years. But to watch and to see his growth at about 6'6" now, the biggest thing that stands out to me, one, is his versatility, and then two, is his toughness and his motor. Like, he wants to compete, he wants to smoke, he impacts the game at a high level on both ends of the floor with his ability to attack the basket off the dribble. But as you can see, he also has the ability to knock down the three, which keeps defenses honest. Um, Defense, he wants to challenge everything and he wants to compete. He uses his athleticism and versatility to just constantly be a dominant presence. And he was a big part of the reason that his team hustle team went undefeated. So, again, that's going to be another player that going to enjoy to watch, going to enjoy to get that opportunity to see going forward. Uh, Coming next up, 2031, Wade Madawa. Wade has been Wade came on the scene for me last year. I had a chance to watch him, and he was impressive when I got a chance to see him at our season finale. I think it might have been next year. It might have been 2 years ago. But the impressive thing that I like about him is not just his versatility, but his constant adding to his skill set. He shows great footwork. You can see the added commitment to developing a mid range game, to play with a patience and an IQ. But he's he he wants the load, and he wants the responsibility of being the guy. And with his Utah prospects team, he's definitely that. He did a great job of playing at a high level and being a one of the key difference makers this weekend in that 2031 class with just his versatility, his motor, and his aggression. So, hats off to him for his continued growth, and look forward to seeing him at Junior Peach Jam. Next up, I had to address it, had to see it, had to show it. 2031, Josiah Lewis. For me, watching Josiah for me has established itself as one of the most consistent and productive scorers in that class. There were uh, two of the games, and it's probably three. I might be wrong, that he had 25 plus points just this weekend alone. He plays the game with a relentlessness. He does a great job of having good balance and control, but he can score on all three levels consistently. He makes it look easy. He makes it look effortless just because his skill set allows it with all that he's able to do between attacking the basket, getting to the mid range, creating separation, knocking down the three, but constantly being on go. And the thing that stood out to me also is when teams really start to key in and focus, he showed the willingness to get his teammates involved and punish teams for doubling him or running a double team at him at different points where he has his head up and on a swivel, finding his open teammates as a playmaker. He was really impressive this weekend. So shout out to him and shout out to all of those guys. So again, those were our featured five: 2030, Prince Outler; 2030, Logan Gardner. 2030, MJ Bain. 2031, Wad Majowak. And 2031, Josiah Lewis, excuse me. All had really good weekends, and all are going to be really, really big impact players uh, getting into Junior Peach Jam. So that's off to them for their performance. And I'll open up that floor. If there's some players that anybody feels like I missed, use this time now. Pop it in the chat, guys. Definitely feel free to put it in the chat. Let me know. Y'all feel like I missed anybody? Let me know. Appreciate the love. I see the hearts coming through the chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, just let me know. I give y'all the floor. Anybody y'all feel like I missed? There were some other guys that I wanted to highlight, but being that we keep it at our feature five, these were the ones I choose. But there were a number of really good performances from different people over the weekend. Definitely. Kelly Fanico said, Yakai Quigg is definitely one of those players. I mean, from the first game of the weekend on Friday, he was impressive and consistent. Um, and he definitely would have been one that I would have included in the in it. You know, I just felt like I hadn't had the opportunity to really feature Logan yet. So I wanted to be able to give him some love for the work that he's been putting in and the growth that he's had as a player. Um, I've had a lot of conversations about Yakai, and I've talked about him a lot. Uh, so I wanted to kind of make sure that I was giving that respect, to Logan for a great weekend. Anybody else? Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate you being so involved throughout this chat. Kelly said, "Great top five." Appreciate it, man. Um, yes. Darren Lewis says, the Arizona Unity. Yes. Deshaun had a really good weekend. He's one of those players. Deshaun Jones was a really one of those players that could have definitely made this list too from that Arizona Unity group. So yes, I agree with you, Darren. Definitely appreciate you taking time. Appreciate you, uh, engaging in the chat. All right, like I said, guys, at any time y'all can feel free to when y'all following back whenever you're watching to implement it into the chat, put it in there. We definitely will be following, and we definitely will be looking and you know seeing you guys' opinions, because again, this is for you guys. This is for you guys to have a voice and be able to be heard just as much as it is for me acknowledging players and teams that are playing at a high level. So, all right, as we start to wind down, we'll talk about it again. Make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, dang it. What happened there? Okay. Sorry, I had a little disconnect there, but I'm back. Hopefully I got everybody. Um, let's see. Charles Gardner says a lot of good point guards out there. I agree with you. Mayan Walker had a good one. He was really good this weekend. Definitely. Zeke Vernus was good. Yeah. Um, Demir Solomon was good. I agree. Again, I don't want to. I don't want y'all to think in any way that I'm undermining or downplaying what they did. They had good weekends. All of those that you named uh, had really good weekends, and I agree with you. So shout out to those players also. Yeah. So okay, kind of going back and following up again, guys. We still got about 3 weeks. Register ASAP. Register ASAP for our national camp coming up. You can see the uh, players that we have that are already registered here. Uh, we got all top 25 and top 50 level players um, that you can come and compete with, come and match up against, and to help you to get an evaluation. Because if I can tell you now, if you play at a high level against these players, you're gonna earn the evaluation that you feel you deserve. But this is the way that you can get an accurate evaluation. You got to come and compete in the kind of environment that we create for our national camp. Improve it. You know, there's not a lot of places where you're gonna have this many of our scouts in one building, and then again the environment that we're gonna have uh, be able to show what you can do and how you can play is gonna be vital. Again, we demand competitiveness, and if you compete at a high level in our camp, you're gonna earn what it is you're looking for. So definitely. If you don't register in these next 2 weeks, I cannot guarantee you that you will have a spot because registration is filling up quickly. So make sure uh, if you've gotten the invite, y'all accept it soon. And also, if you haven't, hit us up on our Instagram page. We'll look into it and see if we can send you one. So, all right, there it is. Finishing up. Again, we're gonna remind y'all where we're gonna be next weekend, which is the 22nd, 22nd weekend. We'll be at UA Futures Regional in Michigan. We'll be at Nike's Northeast Regional in Philadelphia, and we'll be at Nike's Southwest Regional in Kansas City. Um, Following that, we'll be at the Junior UIBL Academy camp. And then following that, we'll also be at the summer kickoff, as well as, like we said, what we got coming up. We'll be at our national camp, and we'll have multiple people at championship at Myrtle Beach. So, like always, it's going to be a lot of coverage, a lot of content coming out of these next couple of weeks. Definitely hope we see y'all, and definitely appreciate you guys taking time to join us. And it's been fun, man. Again, we do this for y'all, and hopefully you guys continue to follow and tell your friends about it, tell your teammates about it, tell your players, uh, tell everybody. Come subscribe. This gives you more exposure and more opportunities. So it was fun connecting with you guys. Again, if you're checking in at any time throughout the week, please put your information, put your opinion into the chat. Love to get it because, again, we want to always be doing more and putting out stuff that's going to allow you guys to get what you're looking for out of these podcasts. So, all right, guys, that's it for us today. You guys have a good night. All right.
Yeah. Coast to coast. Preps. Yeah. 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 Coast to coast. We run it. Grassroots Report. Yeah, we on it. Every week, new names. Who coming? Next up, stars. Yeah, we spot them. No front. From the east to the west, we tap in. Top teams going up, who winning? Young hoopers in they bag, no limit. We call it how it is, no gimmicks. Break it down, rankings who high right now, who running they city, who holding it down from the circuit of gyms, and we everywhere. If you cooking, best believe we aware. Tap in. Coast to coast preps. Let's go.